All right, walk through this with me. So I split that block into two pieces. You can see here. Identical length, fly cut to identical height. The works. This is just wide enough. This slide here. I'm going to try to avoid all the words that piss off China. But my thought process was I could at least get in there and hold it to right here and try to stabilize this based on these rails here, because as you can see, it's all open air. Not to mention, not a whole lot going on. And I got to get in that mouth and do some machining. Now, what I would have loved to have done is go all the way up on it, but I didn't have enough stock to make that happen. So the process now becomes half this distance, mill out a pocket. I think I'm going to try to index off this top rail right here and this bottom rail, just to be able to keep it straight. So I've got to re-disassemble this fucking slide again and try to make a pocket that'll hold it. I'll bust through the end right here. And now looking at it, looks like I don't have to worry about that step anymore. But that should hold this firm enough that it cuts down on the chatter. See, before, I had it up in the vise like this. I had it completely disassembled, holding off these 2 points, squared up on the side rails. It's about as good as I could get with the equipment I currently have. Let's just go ahead and fuck this damn block up while we're at it. Plenty of chatter going on. And if you put your finger right up against this slide while it was machining, you could feel it weeble wobbling back and forth. And this shit ain't no joke. This is some thick ass steel that's on there. Well, apart from that bit right there, but even still, it's pretty thick. Now, I've made this hole currently, it's undersized, and as a matter of fact, I believe it's even a little bit oblonged. And that's not just because there's a taper and a step down back there. I think I had this set up wrong. So I'm thinking what I'll do is cut it about 10 thousandths shy of total dimension, 5 thousandths on either side. And if it doesn't run this out around, which I doubt it will, or pull it left or right and do some weird shit, then I think I'll be fine. But if it does, I can always go back in and knock that 5 thou out of either side of it. So we'll see how this works. Oh, and for all of you that don't know what's going on here, the goal of this plan is this here tube sticks down inside there and hangs out just a little bit. But this screws on to the end of the muzzle. It's got a nice little soft taper back here. And what that does is serve to index that barrel in place. And there is almost no play to that whatsoever. And this is 01 tool steel, I believe is what I made. You can even see where I fucked up right there. When this screws onto the barrel, this inner diameter is exact to this outer diameter. So ID and OD are matched. And there's plenty of drag on it. The OD is matched to the ID of this. So basically, this acts like a 1911 style bushing, just a little bit tighter. And you can even see right there where it's been rubbing up against. That's my first sign that I don't have this perfectly square. All I'm trying to do is get this barrel to go to the same damn place every fucking time. And with an aftermarket barrel, this is kind of a pain in the ass because, yeah, this is Beretta. It's not a 92, it's a 96. And it's not a 40, it's a 357 SIG. I'm wanting this one to be accurate and nasty. Now, currently, I'll throw a picture up here right about now. Currently, this gun shoots very well for what it is, and I can't complain. But there's always a little bit more room for improvement, and this gun is going to be eating a healthy diet of my reloads for the rest of its life. I expect it to be just slightly better than that bullshit you can buy off the shelf. Reason being, I don't know if you know this, but 357 SIG is hovering around the price of, oh, what the hell, anywhere between $35 a box and fucking $60 a box. Are you kidding me? What kind of high-priced whorehouse do they think I'm fucking running over here? I can't afford that. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to go ahead and tear this down. That way I can get some good measurements, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. The extractor can stay in. And when I do the boring, every damn bit of that's going in that firing pin hole. I can guarantee that. But it don't matter. Some bitch is going to go take a bath in the old ultrasonic here once it's done. But I got to drive the sights out. I got to remove the safeties, which is a pain in the ass because the little plungers love to go flying. I got to remove the firing pin block the drop safe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm not a Beretta person. I take all that shit off. I can leave the front sight. As if it fucking mattered, I can leave it. So I at least got that going for me. And when this is all said and done, this whole thing's going to get sandblasted and painted. I picked this gun up for about $400. I picked this barrel up for about $318 shipped. And yeah, once it's all said and done, for the low price of about $7,000 worth of milling machine and old ass lathe and tools and tooling and this here granite bench block, you too can have a really accurate 357 SIG. God damn, I'll have to edit the fuck out of that. I even farted halfway through this video.